Hey guys, we are making a very colorful vegan dish and we're only using one pot. Let's make some one pot pasta. Hey guys, so welcome back to Simply Local. This is our first episode for 2021. So if it's the first time you're viewing us, Happy New Year. We wanted to stick with this channel because we're going to be bringing you so many awesome and fantastic recipes. And that being said, I am very excited. Yes, I said plenty berries for three reasons. One, we're going to be using a lot of veggies today. We're making a vegan dish. Yes, you heard me. So if you want to go vegan for a day, this is a dish you should try. We have all of these vegetables and stuff out there. We're going to be eating the rainbow. So we have all the colors. We have the orange carrots, we have pimento, we have purple onion, celery, pumpkin, zucchini, tomato. You get the picture. And the next thing I am super excited for is we are going to be using Beyond Meat. But guys, it's really not meat. It is plant-based. And today we're using the hot Italian sausages because we're going to be making a one-pot pasta dish. Now we got all of our products at Massey. They even have the crumbles, they have the burgers. So I'm super excited to see how this thing going to try. Now I like seafood, but I'm also too a meat mouther. So I want to see how this is going to be in terms of the flavor and the texture. And the next thing I'm excited about is that, after cooking all of that for Christmas and New Year's, I'm excited that I only have to cook with one pot today, which means cleanup is going to be a breeze. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so we're going to be starting off with the sausages. And this is the first time I am working with Beyond Meat. It feels a little more squishy, so it doesn't feel as firm as what a regular sausage would feel like. So I'm just going to slice it up. And for sure, the texture is not like what you would expect with real meat, right? Because it's plant-based, but it looks like it's well seasoned. All right, so we're just cutting everything up and we're gonna put this in our pan. And notice the pan that I'm using. It is sort of shallow, but also kind of deep because everything, you're laughing at me. So it's a deep, shallow pan, if that makes sense. So we just put some, and because it's vegan, we're not using butter, we're using some olive oil. And we're just gonna saute just to get a little browning on our plant-based sausages. So I'm gonna put it right in there. And I love to hear the sizzle. It's making me feel like I'm cooking, which I am. All right, so these sausages were meant to cook whole, but we just decided to cut them up. So if the casing is coming off, you could just take it off, that's fine. Casing you could eat, right? So I'm just gonna move it around a little bit. Some of it is already starting to get brown. So I just want to make sure all of it get a little bit more brown, and then we're going to add in our aromatics and start to layer on. And guys, this is a very easy, it's one pot. You can't get much better or easier than that. Yeah? Okay, so we have some good color caramelization on our meat. And if you're concerned about the casing, some of the casing is naturally coming off, which is fine. What I noticed, which is really good, when I was slicing it up, you notice this was kind of mushy, but when it came into contact with the heat, it started to firm up. So, that is kind of pretty cool. And it's supposed to be already highly seasoned because if it's supposed to be a sausage and it has all your salt and everything else in there, but we obviously going to add salt for the remainder of the dish. Right, so at this point, I'm going to add in my aromatics. Copious amount of garlic because we like garlic. Give that a little stir. Right, next I'm going to add my celery. I love Trinidad celery. It is the flavor is so intense. Nice. some sprigs of fresh thyme. This is how I take off the leaves. I mean, you could put the whole thing in there if you want, but I kind of just like to fleck the leaves off like so. Next, for my aromatics, I'll be adding some pimentos. And we have kind of roughly chopped up everything. Right, you all seen this color? It's looking so nice already. Red, the green, the browns. We're gonna add some purple onions. The producer and I was having a little discussion while we were shopping. He was saying the white onion, red onion don't make a difference. I find the red onions are a little sweeter. And if we're going to be eating the rainbow today, we might as well add in a little color. But certainly you could use white onion or whatever kind of onion you like. Yeah. We're gonna start adding our veggies. First up with the pumpkin, and there's a reason why we grated the pumpkin is because we wanted it to be fully cooked at the end of this dish. Ma'am, this is 1 pot pasta. Just gonna add that in. Already it is looking so nice and colorful. Gonna add in the kale. Lots of kale. I know it looks like a lot, but kale is super green. It's one of these super greens, and it's going to boil down like bhaji. Now, this dish is up for interpretation because it's basically up to you what ingredients you want to put in it. We wanted to pack it with veggies because it's a vegan dish, but you could use the choice of veggies that you like. We have some mushrooms here. I love mushrooms. Like, mushrooms is like one of my most favorite veggies. So we're gonna add that. We're gonna add some tomatoes. I know some people asking, but Chrisal, you ain't even room for the pasta. Yes, we're leaving room for the pasta, but this dish is really all about the veggies, honestly. We're gonna add in some zucchini. And fun fact, zucchinis are not cucumbers. They are not even related. Zucchinis are more from the squash family. Do you believe that? Some carrots. And the last veggie, we're gonna add some green peppers, which I mean, green peppers is not like one of my top there veggies, but why not? So you're just gonna mix things up a little bit. I will add some salt, some pepper in a little bit, but I just wanna turn everything around and just the color. Now I know it's looking like a lot, but all of these veggies are going to cook down and they're going to shrink in size. Right, so I have added in my salt, my pepper. I've added also tomato paste. We use tomato paste a lot in our house. We don't cook with a lot of ketchup. We use ketchup, but we don't cook with it a lot. We more use the tomato paste, but if you want to use ketchup, that's fine. But the paste is just a little bit more richer and you get more of that tomatoey flavor. And then for some color also, we added some ruku, which you can get in our local market. It's also known as annatto. And you can get the annatto powder. So already you see how colorful. Did I lie when I said we're making a colorful dish? No, we didn't lie. We didn't lie. Look at all of this color. All right, so now that I'm getting a little bit of a wilt on my kale, it's a good indication for me now to add my pasta. Now, when the producer and I went shopping today, everybody have their pasta preferences, right? But for this dish, do I have a scissors nearby? Yes, I have a scissors. Yes. For this dish, I mean, you could use whatever pasta you want. People have their pasta preferences. But you would want something with nooks and crannies so that it could soak up all of that sauce, right? So anyway, back to me and the producer while we were shopping, right? So we had a choice between the elbows, which my sister hates. She can't eat it. She can't eat macaroni with the elbows. I don't know why. So there was a choice between the elbows, the shells, and the twists. So I say, well, let me go with the twists. Apparently the producer likes the shells for whatever reason. So in fact, comment and tell us which would you prefer, if you're an elbow person, a shell person, or a twist person. In macaroni, that is. Right, so you just want to make sure that all of the pasta is well incorporated. I am just, listen, The color of this dish, it is so pretty, bright, colorful. I mean, I just had to mention that again. Right, so we're just going to cover it and let it steam a little bit, and then after we're going to add the water, and the amount of water that we add is going to be key, so stay tuned. Right, so guys, I know this is very non-traditional for most of us. This is the first time I am actually cooking a one-pot pasta in this way. Usually you would cook your pasta on its own and then add it. No, we are cooking our pasta with everything else. And just look, only look at this. Now, remember I told you the choice of pasta is very important. Within all of the swirls or twirls of the pasta is actually the flavor. It actually has some of the sauce. So if you could see that. So it is basically, everything is basically cooked. Let me just, And we're going to add some hot water. And why hot is because everything else here is hot. We don't want to bring down the temperature. We just want to keep everything at the same level to just finish cook off the pasta to make sure that it stays al dente. So I'm just going to toss this around a little bit. I'll probably just add a little bit more water on that side. The sauce is slightly thick, and no, we did not add cornstarch. It is just from the flavor of the veggies, and the pumpkin has basically just melted away in this. Now, what I love about this dish is that all of the nutrients are staying in. So whatever the good stuff that is coming out of the veggies is then being absorbed into the pasta. So, I mean, you really can't go wrong. So I'm just gonna toss this and then we're gonna cover it. Make sure your fire at this point is on low because we don't want it to burn. And this is just gonna stay for another maybe 5 minutes and then we're gonna be done. Right guys, so we are done. So I'm just gonna switch off. And for all the doubters out there saying, you need to put more water. Nope. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. 1 pot pasta. Pasta still perfectly cooked. Let me show you. It has enough salt, enough pepper. And now just for an added luxury, we're just going to pour a healthy serving of olive oil over it. Listen, we in Italy today, eh? With all the olive oil we're using. And we're just gonna fold. Be very careful guys. This part of the dish you need a little finesse, yeah? You just had to scoop and fold, scoop and fold. This dish is literally probably one of the prettiest dishes I have ever made, and you get to see it firsthand. So I think we're ready here. We're ready. Right, so I want to make sure I get a good serving of that hot Italian plant-based sausage. Just put a little bit more there. Look at that. Look how glossy. The sauce, look. Alright, so I'm gonna dig in. Actually, I should wait for this to cool, but no. This is me trying the meat, plant-based sausage. Okay, the sausage, oh yeah, it has flavor. The texture, I was a little concerned when we were chopping the top, saying this thing a little mushy. But don't be concerned guys, because when it cooks, it gets firm. The texture, I kid you not. You can't tell you're not eating sausage, the texture is the same. Very flavorful. I'm adding my veggies, gonna have a scoop now with my veggies, and my veggies are not overcooked. See that steam? The food making me do the happy dance. You know that happy dance she's doing, the food tasting? It's making me do the happy dance. Guys, you have to try this one pot pasta, and you have to try it this way. Again, you could change out the ingredients. It is up for your interpretation. You could use whatever ingredients you want. And of course, try out the Beyond Meat. I tested it. I like it, so I'm sure you would like it too. It has flavor. Guys, this dish is a winner. No chicken dinner. Special thanks to Massey Stores for sponsoring this episode of Simply Local. Of course, you can visit any Massey Stores nearest you and pick up all of these ingredients and try it out. Listen, and you have to look in the freezer section for the Beyond Meat. Get the crumbles, get the burgers, get the sausages. I tried it. It tastes good. Try out this recipe, guys, and let us know how you like it. See you on the next one. Guys, this dish is a winner. No chicken dinner. I don't know where I was going with that, you know.